What's going on YouTube? This is the Russell Cajun Experience, and of course, as always, it's either on YouTube or MySpace or Facebook, or you've clicked on the link on Twitter. So this is my Raw review and recap for June 8th. I should know that. June 8th, 2009, and honestly, I would be lying if I said it wasn't an eventful Raw. Quite a bit happened tonight here on Raw. Lots of twists and stuff that I was not expecting. But overall, with the twist, it helped. The wrestling aspect of it was kind of rough. But there were some good, a few good matches here and there. But mainly what made Raw what it was tonight was the segments, and we kick off the show with Batista coming out and basically saying, you know, he won the title, dedicated it to Ric Flair, and that was that. Legacy comes out and attacks Batista, and we see Batista's arm, which, as we know from information given, is that Batista's arm was already injured, and he's actually going to have surgery tomorrow. So kind of helping sell that injury, and we find out after our first match that Orton is using his rematch clause, and if Batista doesn't show up, then Orton, I guess, apparently gets the title, was the way I understood it. But our first match was Kofi Kingston versus William Regal. I was expecting these two to possibly feud for the U.S. title. It looks like that's where it is headed, which I'm actually completely alright with, because I think they have quite a bit in them to have a great feud and a great set of matches. So looking forward to kind of seeing where that goes as far as the matches go, and seeing if Regal ends up winning the U.S. Championship. He did, you know, kind of make some comments, you know, that the U.S. needed a champion that basically, you know, had class, I guess, is a way to put it. But Kofi Kingston picks up the victory with the Trouble in Paradise on William Regal for a decent opening match. So we have a Divas title match once again, Kelly versus Maurice. Mickie James was on commentary, and it looks like they're going to be putting Maurice in a feud with Mickie James. Now, hopefully, with this, that we can maybe see some good women's wrestling, because Mickie James, honestly, to me personally, is a good women's wrestler. One of the few left in WWE. So we may be able to see her bring the best out in Maurice. We'll just have to wait and see. Maurice does pick up the victory, though, and that's that. Next up is a match. We had some backstage segments, but our next match, this is an interesting combination of a team, but I think they're mainly there for comic relief, honestly. We have Santino Marella, Goldust with Hornswoggle, and Festus. Yes, those three. Well, four if you count Hornswoggle, but he went wrestling. Versus the Brian Kendrick, Jamie Noble, and Chavo Guerrero. Santino, as long as they drop the Santino gimmick, I'm alright with him. But Goldust, Santino, and Festus pick up the victory. If they're trying to push, Brian Kendrick as a possible person that's going to be feuding for the tag team titles, then they're really hurting his character by having him. I'm not trying to say that you know, Goldust and, you know, and them are really jokes in the WWE, but the fact of the matter is, to have him losing and even having Hornswoggle, somebody that's really much smaller than him, beat him, that's hurting his character. So, anyway, Goldust Santino and Festus pick up the victory there. Not much to talk about. Next match, I was actually looking forward to finally seeing this go down. Finally glad to see this happen. The Miz versus John Morrison, and the Big Show comes out, and honestly, Big Show comes out and ruins it, and I'm just like, dude, seriously, and this entire John Cena Big Show thing. I'm wanting to see the Miz, and Miz was getting, got mad about it, and attacked Big Show with a chair. So more than likely we'll see him get squashed by the Big Show somehow, which will hurt any sort of steam that he has going in this entire push that I thought they were trying to give him. But I was really looking forward to seeing this, even if it was a John Cena match. I'm not that big on John Cena, but with this promo that he cut tonight, it kind of helped me like him a little bit. But I'm really wanting to see him and Miz go at it and help get Miz toward at least a higher up mid card spot or a main event spot, because they need to start pushing the younger guys. And I will speak on that in a minute. Next up, we have MVP versus Matt Hardy. MVP basically gets on and says that he will be taking part, I guess, in the championship match next week, or going to try to work on taking part in it or whatnot. So I'm hoping to see that. But he beats Matt Hardy with a playmaker. Time filler match, okay match, I guess, if you want to say that. But anyway, the next thing up is Vicky Guerrero resigns as general manager of Raw. So this is one of the twists. I really wasn't expecting Vicky Guerrero to resign. But that, honestly, it opens the door for possibly Ric Flair to return as general manager. I think that's a good, as long as he's not wrestling, I think general manager spot, once again, would be a good spot for him. So, possibly we're going to see Ric Flair as general manager of Raw again. At least that's my prediction, that's my thought. And probably going to try to mess with Randy Orton and whatnot for punting him and all that. So, interesting twist there from that. Then we have Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Lacey taking on Primo and Carlito. I'm thinking that they're maybe going to be putting them in a tag team title feud, and seriously, get rid of both titles. Make one set of tag team titles to be unified tag team titles for Carlito and Primo, because I'm kind of getting tired of seeing them working out with both belts. It's just kind of a little Anyway, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase pick up the victory. Decent match here, pretty good match, entertaining. And then we have the big thing to take out of this next thing. Triple H is back, so any sort of strong push, I think, that any of the young guys we're going to be getting is probably going to be put on hold with Triple H back now. Don't get me wrong, I like Triple H. I think he's good for the company and whatnot, but overall, they need to start pushing the younger guys. I understand that Batista's injured, and they released Mr. Kennedy, but MVP is in a spot now to where he could be very good for the main event title picture scene. So that's my thoughts on Raw tonight. Okay, Raw with the twists and whatnot that happened. Definitely added a little something interesting to it, but still, Raw didn't deliver as much as I wanted it to. I've got another video coming up here soon, and I will be discussing what the topic of that is in the video itself. So, you guys, thank you for watching. Post your thoughts below, and take it easy. Peace out.